How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is Rimworld. This is Perkins' world. Let's get to it. So as we go on speed 3, actually before we go on speed 3, let's make sure no one's in an area where these bugs are going to get us. Basically we're living off bug meat at the moment. With the cold temperatures, saying that it's not actually affecting them yet, however it will in a vast winter. We have got hydroponics going. So actually the first rice plants are going to be done hopefully this episode. So what we're going to want to do is actually make a bill. So I want 2 sets of simple meals then, don't I? So I want to add simple meal. Let me just pause while I do this. And I'll put simple meal up the top. And details. Do I want to clear everything? No, I don't want simple meal. Is it fine meal I want then? Because simple meal, it just requires 5, so it could be 5 of anything. Cancel that. What's that one there? Nothing. So what we want to prioritise is fine meals then, right? Because then fine meals require vegetables and meat. I think this is the way to do it. I know someone's already shouting at the screen. So prioritise fine meals. I thought normal meals... Let me just have one click. So if we click on details on simple meals, it just says 5. So yeah, it can be anything. Fine meals, then we can have rice and meat. So human meat and rice. We'll leave everything else blank. And then we can address that if and when we get anything else. So then we'll go details, do until you have, I guess 100. 100's vastly too much for some of this though. So let's go 50 and then unpause at 24. And then I'm actually going to do stuff similar in this one, 24. So then we're not wasting too much time. Because I think something I'm really bad at on Rimworld is just wanting too much from the colonists. Like, I put too much, or make them do too much, and then they're bogged down with a task for like too long. I know I'm absolutely terrible at it, so let's do a lot of this. Now, I imagine what's going to happen is a lot of people are then going to be like, oh, boss, I'm bored. Well, then I can find some tasks for you. So hydroponics is going well. Not the best setup in the world, but it's what we're going to start with. Perkins, what are you going to do, Perkins? So a bug has reproduced, that's not too bad. So Perkins is going to mine. I'm going to then manually, so let's pause this. So you're already mining, and then I'm going to hold left shift. Am I on left shift? Yep. And I'm going to get her. I can't see the line where it normally shows me. But I'm going to get her to then mine all of that in one go rather than like doing little sections at a time. We do have to bear in mind when it becomes proper winter, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble being able to get to resources just for the sheer fact of how low the temperatures go. Now, I've seen in comments, because obviously this hallway isn't great, we are planning on at some point for all this line here to then be bedrooms and whatnot. It's just the case of, it's sort of put our plans on the back hold with this, with all these bugs here, because we were planning on building our kill box here, so it's just made that a little bit more awkward. I'm happy for the bugs to be here, mainly because they're feeding us, to be honest. But they are going to be a great buffer, and they're not close enough where they're actually going to be mining our walls. I think it's just deja vu. If you watch one of my series, it's just deja vu. We have bugs. Like, nothing changes. You love it. So yeah, hydroponics, love the fact that we've got that. Obviously, if I'm missing something, just shout at me in the comments, then I can fix it. And then we're just requiring more resources. And then we'll see how much rice that produces on a daily basis. Then what we probably need. So we've got the cook fine meal, which is going to be Do I want to get rid of all these? So what's this simple meal? So the simple meal is anything. And this one is just human meat. Well, we don't just want human meat. So let me push that up, cancel that, cancel this. Because the problem that we're getting is what we really want. So we got the carnivore, which is all human meat. That's if you hit the other ones, which I don't think we want to do. Because the problem we're getting in is the human meat that we have, that we love, is we're using it too quickly. So we're trying to offset it with rice, just to make sure it goes that, you know, that extra day or so. So that is the plan. So we've got the fine meal. And then if you can't do fine meal... Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I've got this right, because I really haven't. So we've got the fine meal, but we want the ×4 fine meal. Yep. And this is specifically for our rice and our human meat. Okay? So then hopefully we can get onto fine meals as well, which would actually be pretty fine. Yeah, party people. It's a party atmosphere. Right, there we go. So we've got fine meals sort out. So you'll make ×4 of them. If you haven't got enough for ×4, you'll just do 1. If you haven't got enough from that, you will just do... Maybe we should just do a... Is there like a normal carnivore? Is it the first one is fine? The first one is fine. So I'm going to cancel that. Cancel... So then we've got a simple one here, which is just of anything. Maybe that's what we do. So we start with a fine, which you double the rice and the human meat. If you haven't got that, make whatever you can out of anything. We could do a ×4 for that as well, actually. Just to make it a little bit more convenient. So, whoops. So we'll do simple meal ×4. This is literally everything. Human meat, insect meat. Yeah, well, literally whatever you can get your hands on. Cancel that. Do that 50. Sorry. We will get to gameplay, I promise. But yeah, there we go. So we'll do the fine meals, which is basically the rice and human meat combo. Obviously, fine meals does take a lot more than the simple, but I feel like this is the best way to do it. If you can't make the fine meal, and then I queue up the simple meal ×4, which is literally anything you can get your hands on, and the same with the normal simple meals. Let's just make sure we've got human meat and insect meat selected. Perfect. So that's that sorted. So that's a good change. Now we just need to be making sure that these are getting built. Our only builder, no, Tail is helping as well. So we need to make sure that Tail is doing that. So then hopefully we can end this episode with the food, not the food problem, but with the food sorted, getting the hydroponics up, and then perhaps even getting a little of extra. These bugs are sort of, there's not really too much we can do. The only problem we're going to have with the bugs is if their hives start to get destroyed, they're going to be like instant aggro on us. I feel like we're in a good situation as is. I would like to get cloth and stuff in hydroponics, but I believe the more important thing, cloth in here isn't going to be very good though, I wouldn't have thought. So let's get rice up and then we can look to get more hydroponics up to get cloth. But we're not going to worry about that at the beginning, just because if we find that we get enough traders come by that will sell us cloth, we will probably try and manage it that way rather than wasting resources growing cloth. But I'm not really sure. If you guys disagree, agree, let me know. I always pay attention. You know me, party people. Right, 400 odd still there. So we're probably just shy to get all this hydroponics. Obviously, this is a big resource sink. That is why we have double walled it. We do need to protect it. There we go. Another hydroponics. Another hydroponics. Good. Good setup. Yeah, because cloth will allow us to get to that next level where then we've got, like, saying that, Perkins and Yoko have flak vests, which is cool. But really, we want everyone with flak vests. Obviously, the steel helmets are good. Everyone's got weapons equipped. Yep. Vass is ultra negative. 8 non-cannibal food. And yeah, we can't really do much about that. This is just us surviving, so we are going to get in a lot of trouble because we're not eating human meat, which isn't great. But it's a case of without the bug meat, we would be dead, or we would be down to 1 or 2 colonists where we would have eaten the others. We do have a quest. I will just remember what that is. It's a mech cluster. Yeah, that's not ideal. I wouldn't mind it if it was a raid or something, because then we could get the humans on it, so to speak. All right, these components are going to get ruined. Perkins is down there. Yoko. Can you Yoko? No, you can't haul. Vaz, you're harvesting rice, so I'll let you do that. So here we go. This should be the end of food problems, surely. Okay, you're botching a lot. Vaz, what is your plant then? Okay, the problem is we have no one that's great at plants. Gotcha. Tail is a little bit better, but I really want that full-time constructor. So, okay, we've got some rice, and here we go. Here's the bugs coming at us. Do I shut the door is the question? Probably. That actually looked like that de-aggroed them. They will destroy one bit of granite wall, but that doesn't really matter to us. That one makes it a little bit more negative. The shutting of the door and the fact that the AI can't actually target us directly is quite good. I believe it might have been the lightning storm that set them off. However, this is a warning. This is the game warning us that, you know, the bugs are here. I might open the door again because that actually seemed like... I wonder if we can cheese the bugs in such a way, like we can keep opening and shutting this door. So then if they have aggro, we can just shut it and then they lose aggro. Like, that would be incredibly interesting if that's going to be the case. I will clear some of this just because we know the bugs are a little bit more annoyed. Granite wall that. Right, there we go. So we are getting rice in. Not tons of it. Or is it just being cooked instantly? Rice and insect meat. Okay. Rice and insect meat. I suppose that's the simple meal anything, isn't it? Area revealed. Wow, what an area. Okay, food-wise we're okay. We'll be a little bit better with rice. I think we're probably going to need even more. Paid climate adjuster. It's a machine. Yeah, we have to go and destroy it, so we can't really accept that. Sadly. Yeah, so the rice is helping. The rice is right. In my head, that was hilarious. I don't know why. In my head, I was like, that is the funniest thing. Like, no. Eventually, I'll like double wall this all the way around, but at this point, it's sort of just making sure we do well. Which we will. I'm not actually scared of these bugs whatsoever. Which is famous last words, but I'm really not. We've got it all under control, party people. If I say that enough, it comes true. Right, my main concern is about the steel. We're not replacing these, but the majority of the steels has been going on the hydroponics, so it's sort of understandable. And I don't want to keep bogging people down with tasks, and we're coming close to the end of... Right, Perkins, you need to haul these, because I think I got sidetracked. Because if they don't get hauled, they're going to just be lost, and that would be a shame. Sort of don't mind the value of the colony going up a little bit, because I would like these bugs to get attacked. Just to cull their numbers a little bit. Yeah, more bugs, because I think I allowed a zone up here that had all the bugs. So I believe they're being hauled down, which is perfect. We've got a lot of steel in the map. The problem is it's not super close. I have to keep shooting down to these bugs because I think because there's so many, when they move, the game like judders ever so slightly. But I think it judders. You might not notice it watching it, but it feels a bit like it judders for like a split second. So that's why I keep shooting down to the bugs to just make sure it's not all them coming at me, because the game isn't automatically pausing when they are. I think because it's not technically an event or anything. Okay, these bugs are coming for tail. That's why I said I have to keep looking. Because when the game gets to that little bit jaggedy, I've got to be really quick in not allowing that door open. Let's make sure everyone is hide inside so we're not agitating the bugs just for the sake of it. Hide inside. To be fair, I might edit area 1. I don't know if it's just the lightning or if the fact that they're getting damaged. But when they get damaged and aggroed, they do come at us. What I will do then is I will go, let's alter area 1. So I don't mind them being aggro. I just don't want them to keep jumping at my base. So I'll allow that zone for a little bit. But I still want to be able to do stuff. So I'm not going to allow the areas down here. But I'll still allow the areas up there. So if I think the bugs will lose aggro coming up here. Personally. Because it's quite far away. There we go. So then we can still do our business. Let's disallow all this while this is going on. And then put everyone into area 1. Okay, they've hit a lot of traps. They're destroying doors. I'm just sort of watching. Okay, Tail and Perkins. Problem is I need these doors fixed. Area 1, because if they don't get fixed, then it's just pretty much game over. So I'm going to have to call them back down, sadly. So we'll get Perkins, repair that, Tail, repair that, claim that wall, and then Tail, hold left shift, repair that afterwards. Hopefully we can get down quick enough. The problem is I can't really see where the wall is and isn't damaged. And this is what I'm saying about repairing, because they're just going to be angry at us for a little bit. So let's make sure we stay on track with repairing everything, and then we can stay on top of everything. Luckily the walls we've got up are pretty sturdy. But I don't know if they're going to like target the same areas or different areas. So I would rather play it safe, or as safe as we can. Where's Perkins? There you are. So we just repair him. No reason to panic. Can you repair that from inside? Lovely. Repair that one. Okay, I'm just sort of clicking around. There's one there. Not the sexiest of jobs. But while they're just going to be mad at us for a little bit, let's just make sure we're covering it. I mean, you can always tell when the gameplay... Okay, look, they're going up there because Yoko was out. Or Tail. But they'll just lose aggro. So I'm actually fine with that. That's fine. Like, that's a better way of doing it. Because they'll never get round here quick enough. I could even make the... If I wanted to make it even that much safer, I could not even allow this bit. Like, and then I don't think they're ever going to really get to us, so that's fine. It just means we can still function. Is it because of the cold temperatures then they're getting... So yeah, all these little ones are... Okay, perfect. Could really use a big raid now to just fly into them, because then we can kill off the pieces. Okay, so where are we storing steel is what I want to have a look at. Critical. So I might actually start a stockpile outside. So where are these dumping stockpiles? So let's start a stockpile here. We'll go critical. We'll put this stockpile down to important. That one's normal. This one critical. And then we'll start storing all the stuff that doesn't need to be kept inside, like uranium, steel, silver. I can't remember about plasteel. I don't think plasteel, jade, gold. That can all get stored outside to just save us a little bit of space just for the time being. Elaborate. Okay, so I get A, doesn't tell me. Being chased by a pack of 58 man-hunting Labradors. Problem is I don't know anything about you. And we're okay at the minute that we don't really need to accept a quest. We're just sort of gathering steel more than anything. And the manhunters could cause us severe problems. Just because it's bad enough we've got the bugs already. So the tail is now repairing walls automatically, which is the point that we want to get. So I'm really happy with that. So, good episode. We've sorted that out. We've sorted the blocks out. Hydroponics is up. Okay, the bugs are aggroed. But walls are getting repaired, so it's not too much of a concern. I think the concern that we have is if we don't repair the walls quick enough, then they're going to keep doing damage to the same sections. And then that will cause us problems. But this is manageable at the minute. Remember, when it gets to proper winter, they are all going to be so cold. This is all going to be fine. We're just waiting for winter. And the fact that we keep having people come out the base up here means that they will get aggroed onto them because they're easier targets. So the base won't be under the cosh, so to speak, too much. Now, I know the game's telling us about warm clothing, but we're warm enough. We're warm enough. I speak for them all. We're warm enough. Right, the rice is ready for harvest. Why is it not getting harvested? I don't know if it's because we didn't have plant cuts. So hopefully Vass will start to get better at growing as well. And then she'll just have to do this until we get, the next person. Like, there's not too much we can do about this. We are moving slowly towards winter. We haven't been able to gather... A roof collapsed? Oh, that was on the bugs. Yeah, then they're aggro. They're trying to go up there, but then they lose aggro, and it just messes with them all together. Perfect. Yeah, I've got to be more careful in the future with digging into mountains and whatnot. Let me have a look at... Yeah, I've got to be more careful with that dark roof. Because it's the dark roof in which they're spawned, not the light one, is my understanding. Yeah, the light one is us. The dark roof is the cliff. So I need to pay that more attention in future, to be honest. And then hopefully, it will mean we don't... This is a problem of the past. The past, party people. Yeah, I'm fine with this aggro. This is totally manageable. Right. Okay, I think we've got a good amount of rice. And it keeps us alive at the end of the day. No mood breaks of yet, so the strategy of actually putting the rice up. I think, did we struggle with power then? I thought I saw the sun lamp go down, but maybe not. Come on, Randy, a big raid at us would be absolutely delightful. I mean, we just need to get still in the colony. Why don't we take a word of warning from what we just said? Let's fill in some of these gaps. Just then we can block bugs potentially spawning there, because that could be incredibly devastating. Now, it comes to the point we're actually at a point, so if bugs spawn, we need to be a lot more aggressive with them. It is my fault we're at this... No, it was a quest, wasn't it? Yeah, tell a lie, it was a quest that we accepted. I can't remember whose quest it was, but it was save them, and it was like a random threat, and it was a bug spawn. So actually, this one isn't even on me, party people. I hope I'm remembering that right. I'm sure I am. We'll just say I am. We haven't got a lot of components in the colony, so what I will do is I will set these up for deconstruction. Components there. I mean, it's not like we're stretched for components, it has to be said. Or not like we're using them. No. Hold the components. Don't be a silly Billy. Yeah, minus 17 outside. We need it really cold, and it gets to like minus... It's like 70 here? I can't remember. It's been quite a while. Minus 70, 60, something like that. See, the aggro up there is absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. It's beautiful. Tail bringing down some more components. Lovely. Yeah, no, plasteel doesn't deteriorate. Because you always know if something deteriorates because it has that little 60 out of 60 or whatever it is. And silver, steel and all that doesn't. So it's more better. More better. That's good grammar. More better. Oh, God. I mean, actually, this is not a problem at all. So we've got a ship dropping here with a lot of pikemen. And it basically kills all the grass. I mean, I hate to break it to you, game. But there's no crops that you could kill, even if you could kill. Eclipse, not great. Oh no, Eclipse doesn't actually bother us. Everything still stays online, doesn't it? It's just solar panels if we had them. Which we probably will get some solar panels. I don't know if that's enough water to get a windmill in. Zones, area 1. I do want all that covered so we can start filling in all that. But a good episode, the fact that we got hydroponics up is good. The fact that we're actually getting a overflow of rice is good. So I feel like that's enough. For the time being, obviously, you know, down the line we're going to want a hell of a lot more. Got to repair that quick. Yep. Got to go build that quick. That's what I'm saying about being quick on the colony. Okay, this is concerning, to say the least. Good. That could have been bad. But we saved ourselves. The thing is, with us going outside the base, I could actually leave these doors open. Oh, I could leave these doors open. Because then when they're aggro, they're going to come all the way around here and they'll never make that. So I'm going to leave these doors open. Because then instead of them being agitated at this side of the base, they might try and keep coming round here. So that might actually be a better way of dealing with them. Because if we can get them in an infinite loop where they're not actually attacking us, and get it right, I might add, like, we're going to be golden. There you go, start to close that off. Yeah, I know the bugs are reproducing. We just need winter. We need the dead of winter, and then we're fine. We'll start culling them quite aggressively. Obviously, we're hoping that a raid could come, because then it's sort of like 2 birds, 1 stone. You know, it would actually be rather delightful. A bit still in the colony, but not as much as we actually need. How much steel have we got over here? Not crazy amounts. So we'll do that. Mine the components as well. We've got some steel laying around there. Not much. Yeah, the steel's just moving away from us. What are we researching? Pardon me. Mortars. So we do have the ground. Remind me what I need for the ground penetrate. I can't remember what it is. I thought it was in product. Oh, there. We need. I thought we needed gold. We'll probably get that up next episode then. See if we can start deep drilling. Finding lots of steel and stuff to make that a little bit more convenient could be quite good. So we'll keep an eye out on that. I think that's a good plan. Apart from that, cleaning isn't great around the colony. Well, I'm happy. We're obviously going very slowly. The fact that we've got the food situation sorted, that unless we get, you know, highly unlucky with like solar flares and stuff, we're going to have rice for a while. So even without human meat, we're fine. Human meat just gives us such a good mood boost. But we haven't had a breakdown. Obviously, we're getting close to breakdowns. You know, the game is warning us quite aggressively. Look, they're aggro. Yeah. I feel like we've got a good understanding with them. We do need to cull their numbers, though. So even with this, colonist needs rescuing. Okay. I panicked them. To be fair, I panicked and thought a bug had one of the colonists. Food poisoning. Yeah, we do need to make sure we're cleaning, really, don't we? So I'm going to up cleaning in the colony. Actually, I don't need to up cleaning on everyone. So Perkins can haul. Vassentail can clean, I guess. Saying that, I push that to 3. That to 3 because you both have passions. And then Tail to 3. So Tail should do some cleaning now. If we... Okay, we're getting a few food poisonings. So I might actually manually... Where's Perkins? Perkins is mining. Okay, so 2 food poisonings. So let's get Vass cleaning all this, so then we can address that issue straight away. Because actually, if our whole colony... Why did you lose your colony? Food poisoning. Like, imagine. There we go. We probably need some hydroponics on hill root. But problem is, it is quite a resource sink. Because I could do like 2 there. Whenever that sun lamp goes off, I always think we've lost power and we're in trouble. If you got to this point of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.